So Zach Stone says he's gonna give us a call.
Oh, cool.
So we're here at Daydreams and Nightmares in the front lobby area, and we get a call from Zachary Stone from Afterlife Explorations.
Hey, Carissa.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You guys are doing great.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, I was calling you guys because my group, Afterlife Explorations, we're actually doing a few investigations out in Virginia City, Nevada, coming up really quick.
Okay.
And we'd love to have you guys come out if you're available.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. So that sounds like a lot of fun. What places are we going to be going to there?
Actually, we're going to go to 3 or 4 locations. So first off, we're going to take a stop at the Mackay Mansion. And then we're going to stop by the Washoe Club and do an investigation the next night. And we're going to wrap it up with the Silver Queen Hotel. I think it's going to be a great time.
I am so excited. I cannot wait. I've been wanting to do this place for a really long time. So this is going to be another bucket list investigation. I'm so excited.
How's it going?
Hey, how are you, Rocky?
Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so today I came back to Daydreams and Nightmares to show them the rock box. I brought the rock box with me. We're gonna be taking it out to Virginia City.
Oh, that'll be cool.
So
It's pretty amazing looking.
yeah, it has an amazing sound and it works really well.
That's cool.
Now let me turn up the volume so you know it's coming from the. Turn it up. So if the box turns red, that means there's a lot of energy going through it. You'll see it turn red on top. I'm not sure because the lights are on of how. Sorry? You saying sorry? Yeah, sorry. Can you tell me where you are? Or let me rephrase my question. Can you tell me if you see anything around you that's in this room? Energy's starting to go up. Wonders.
So we loaded up the Jeep and we headed to Virginia City, Nevada.
We're here at the infamously haunted Mackay Mansion in Virginia City, Nevada. I'm so excited to be here. We've been invited here by Afterlife Explorations. We're going to be meeting up with the team very soon to get a little bit more insight and history on this historic mansion.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Nice to meet you. I'm Zach.
Rock.
Nice to meet you, Rocky. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I know, right? Keith, how's it going, man? I'm Zach. Nice to meet you. Keith?
We went there to meet up with Zachary, Haley, and Brett from Afterlife Explorations. They showed us around a little bit and gave us a little history on the town.
I know that John Mackay came and he purchased the home, and after it was the mining office, and he converted it into a home for his family. Had a few tragic deaths in the house. One of his daughter, Emma, and the other of his older daughter at a later date. The last 2 times that I've come here, I've just been walking through on our tours, and we'll hear footsteps upstairs, and we'll hear little girls talking and giggling, and what sounds like maybe the bathtub filling up with water, and just residual noises. So actually, Mr. Mackay, he built the majority of what's still standing here in Virginia City. So he rebuilt the church, he remodeled this house, he also built the 4th Ward School, and he was also a part of the Millionaires Club at the Washoe, which is what it was before it was the Washoe. And so that's why I think it connects with each other.
Welcome to Virginia
So we're walking down the street of Virginia City, going into the shops, and we stop by this shop that has a few games, and I decide to get my reading from Zoltar.
So ever since I watched the movie Big, I wanted to get my fortune read by Zoltar. So I'm going to, here in Virginia City.
I am Zoltar, at your service. Hard work pays off over time, but laziness, it pays off right now. Relax and enjoy yourself today. You deserve it. And come back to gain more timeless truths from Zoltar, the wise gypsy.
While we're there, we notice there's a shooting game, and Zachary being in the Army and Rocky being a Marine.
Let's have a Marine versus Army shootout. Army, Marine, shoot off. Go, guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know what I did wrong. I'm going for the under the Virginia City mining.
We got Afterlife Explorations versus Chill Seekers.
It's just so Oh, I'm down one.
Stack up.
Good.
No skill bit.
It's actually windage.
Oh, you did it.
Only down 2. No worries. All right.
So Zachary was winning the whole time, and then Rocky came and tied at the very end. There you have it, folks.
Game's over, partner.
They're tied. This sculpture is an amazing representation of what man does. Like, we conquer nature. Ever since biblical times, it's been man versus nature. And that kind of runs through this whole area. You know, people mining and things like that, and using the natural world to help us out. That's pretty cool. It hasn't flickered the whole time we were here. World to help us out. Help us. So we've been invited here by those that we hope you trust, and we hope that we are welcome in the home. We're not here to move anybody, and we're not here to bring any negative energy. We're here with positivity. We're here with curiosity to meet you and to visit you, just as guests would when you were here on the physical plane. Can you tell me if we're welcome here tonight? I'm feeling like really, really, really dizzy.
Me too at the same time.
Wow, I was like vertigo.
My ears were ringing.
If there's any spirits around here, can you do me a favor by knocking on a wall or a window to let me know where exactly you are?
You have an absolutely beautiful, beautiful home. I know that I would want to be here for as long as I could, and your energy is here. But what was that?
What was that?
What was that? What I wanted to ask you was, I know in each room in my house I have a favorite piece of furniture or something about the room that I absolutely love that I feel holds a part of me. Is there something like that here for you? What does that fluttering noise?
It's over here next to the window.
Is that from outside or inside?
I can't tell.
Is there something in particular over here that you want to show us?
What is that?
What is that flickering noise?
Is it your dress, Mrs. Mackey?
This was their daughter's dress, or was the granddaughter's dress?
Granddaughter's dress.
Yeah. She was disowned.
What is that? Is that from outside?
Is it the window that you're
Is it
wanting
the
us
tassel?
to see? And it sounds like it's something tapping on the glass.
That's what I'm hearing too.
Do you like the view from this room? What is that noise?
Can we go outside and
That
check?
is so odd. I wonder if there's like a tree or something hitting.
So there's nothing out here?
There's nothing.
That's
These
weird.
shutters aren't even moving. We all started hearing a tapping sound at the window. So we investigated that a little bit more to see if we could explain the tapping sound. And we look in the inside, there's nothing there that could be making that tapping sound. I go all the way outside to look at that same window. I checked the weather stripping to see if maybe that was making that crackly tapping sound. There was nothing that was hitting the window at all. And it was consistently happening when I was on the inside, and I couldn't hear anything from the outside. I was asking, what was something about this room that you really liked? If you look out this window, you're going to see this beautiful yard, a gazebo, and then the church steeple in the background. Tell me how beautiful that is. That is amazing. Gorgeous. What do you see when you look out this window? And I turn around, and immediately I see the big, beautiful steeple of the church just lit up by the lights at night.
So we're in the living room of the Mackay mansion and we decide to run the Spiritus Ghost Box app.
If you're here with Keith, can you help the spirits in the home communicate through the device that we have on?
Is he dead?
When you were making the noises on the window, were you trying to show me the church?
Yep.
Dot.
Keith, that energy in the room starting to go on. From where I'm feeling it, I'm starting to feel it now.
That church that you showed me was absolutely beautiful.
It's
Is
gone.
that
What's that?
Wait, and then I heard I felt a cold breeze. I feel it right in front of me. Feel it in front. It was down here though.
I'm getting something too. It's a static electricity.
Hi.
Hi.
It's getting really.
This light will help us see where you're at, so we know where to direct our questions. I feel like I would be quite rude asking you a question and not looking in your direction. I feel like someone's got their hand around my upper left arm right now. Like I feel like it's being squeezed. Who's touching
I hear that.
Carissa?
I hear that.
I'm fine if you're touching me. However, it is hurting a little bit. I feel like you're squeezing me really hard. Are you trying to move me? There's something in the light.
Yeah.
That's what I heard also.
Okay, I gotta move out of this spot. Okay, so something squeezed me here, and then something like really like poked or something. Like I felt like pain in this area. Can you tell me, was that you that just grabbed me? And if so, can you tell me where?
I thought it said shoulder too. I thought I heard that.
All right, thank you. Were you trying to move me? Next time you can tell me to move and I will move.
Are the two
My house or something?
My house, yeah, or our house.
Are the two bank robbers that were killed still here with us?
I thought it said
Did you hear
yes.
yes?
Yeah.
Grave.
Grave, yeah.
I said leave?
I thought it said leave too, and then I thought I heard back before that.
So after realizing that the tapping on the glass might have been the spirits there getting our attention to notice the church outside, we have Rocky say the Lord's Prayer to see if that can stir up some activity.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours, now and forever. Amen. And during the prayer, I thought I heard it say go.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah.
Sir! Oh, you're upset with me. I'm sorry.
Amen.
I believe there was something else in the house because I did the Lord's Prayer and then I didn't feel welcome anymore. If there's any spirits here, you can come through this device to talk to us.
Thirdly, the spirit.
Spirits? How many spirits are here?
I have to go to church.
I have to go to church.
You have to go to church.
No, I have to go to church and tell me that does not connect the dots to what happened earlier. Yeah.
We heard that Mr. Mackay was a religious person. All of a sudden we started getting religious verses and we started getting some amazing responses down in the dining room area.
There you go.
Hello?
I'm here. That's Emma. Hi, Emma.
Can you tell me your name? No, there's a lot of energy going through.
The Christian faith.
Faith? The Christian faith. It's weird, we were praying earlier, so it's just kind of ironic that it would be saying this to me. Can you tell me the name of this house that we're at through the box, please?
What information would you like us to leave with today?
The church as well.
The church?
Are you wanting us to repent because you think we're not doing something holy?
I don't know. Can you tell us what about it? That means something's coming through. When I see red, that means there's a lot of energy going through the box.
We talked a little bit about what you really liked about this room. And you gave me an answer. How do you feel about the town being preserved in the way that it looked maybe around when you were here?
Is packed with.
Would you like me to visit the church tomorrow?
That's turning
Right.
out.
The church. As the center of God. As the center of God. As the center of God.
It's the center of God. I have goosebumps. I know. Thank you so much for that direct reply to my question.
Notable token of the church. Notable token of the church.
So when you were showing me the church as something that you were proud of, are you proud that you rebuilt that church?
We need to go to church.
Incredible.
Okay, so you want me to go to the Catholic
Maybe we should walk down there now.
Catholic
I heard that show.
We stayed in the infamous room 11 at the Silver Queen Hotel. So a prostitute named Rosie had slit her wrists in that very bathtub.
So the next day we got to go to the Washoe Club and we got a really wonderful walkthrough with Bet.
So this is the wall that exploded in 1873 from the Bank of California. And this is all limestone here too, and that's supposed to, or it's got lime in it. And then the mountain's mostly made out of quartz. So we think that's why we have so much residual activity.
She told us about the history of the Washoe Club, the Millionaires Club, the people that came and went through there. The place is amazing. It's like a paranormal record of all the souls that have gone through.
And this door, we finally put a table because it kept popping open. But this was the way the millionaires would come in if their boots were clean. They lived up on Millionaires Row, which is B Street, so they preferred to come in this way. That's when they took over. It was originally called the Douglas Building. And Mr. Douglas designed this floor to be shops and offices. There was a physician, an attorney, a stockbroker. Very upscale. The saloon downstairs is a 2-bit bar. Luckily, though, Mark Twain talked his way up here a couple of times. But the family, when it was the Douglas Building, the families lived upstairs. And then after the Great Fire, the millionaires said, we need this place. We're going to rebuild the town because the Millionaires Club burnt down. So they took over for about 10 or 15 years. And we were the richest place on earth. The silver that they found was, if this was a mountain, it was like the size and shape of a football field. And was the largest core of silver ever found on the planet.
Yeah.
We've been beat since then, but not by much.
Not by a lot.
So this is the wallpaper from 1862, and it was the Douglas Building. It was velvet, and it was done by Levi, of Levi Strauss. Well, this wallpaper here came from the 1920s. By that time, there was only 200 or 300 people living in town. In the olden days, there was 20 to 30,000. Now there's less than 1,000. And we all drink because we can't stand each other. Just kidding, no, we don't. We love each other. Anyway, so 1860s, 1920s, and this is what it looked like in 1984 when the building was condemned. But between the olden days and the modern times, the deaths in the buildings were suicides, murders, drug overdoses, natural cause deaths, injury deaths, and disease. Because there's a million ways to die in the West. There's a million ways to die in the West. So when we first got Dolly, she didn't have wig hair. She only had horsehair eyelashes on one side. Paint was peeling, holes all in her dress. I took her home and I painted her shoes and I fixed her back up and I brought her back and I fell in love with her. Now some people call her Annabelle, but I call her Dolly. Mostly because she's got really big hands like Dolly Parton.
So we tried to put ourselves in their element. We sat down at the card table and did a spirited session while dealing some cards and playing.
Yeah, high card wins. What was the highest card?
An ace.
Yeah,
Brett
and
won.
yeah, Brett won.
It's like, yay! Okay. Can you come stand behind? Can you move over to the table?
Stay.
Leave and then someone should stay.
He's harmful?
Ella? Really appreciate you talking to us. We
Okay.
enjoy your company.
I thought I heard fuck that.
You can touch one of these on the table again.
If there's anybody here with us that we could play with.
I heard that.
I heard that.
I heard like a voice. I want to say it came from behind you.
A male voice, right?
Yeah.
So Landon Wells from the Paranormal Response Team sent me a portable Kinect cam to try out.
So while searching the Washoe Club with the Kinect cam, we had a figure appear that looked like it was peeking from around the corner. It was really exciting. Hello? Are you peeking around the corner at me?
Did you see that?
Yeah.
It looked like it peeked around the corner.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Hi.
It did this a few times and we decided to investigate further.
Can I come to you? Oh look, it's the mannequin. That's why.
As we get closer, we realize there's a mannequin sitting in a chair.
It's not making him up now. Are you still peeking around the mannequin?
So we have to debunk this evidence as possibly being the mannequin in the chair, even though when I get closer to it, it's not picking it up.
I repeated myself.
So we decided to do a rock box session upstairs.
There's Chris over here. Can you tell me what your name is, please?
What was your resources out here?
Can you tell me where we are?
Oh my god! I just saw somebody right there, right here. Right there. Yeah.
You guys going downstairs?
Yeah. We'll go
downstairs.
Are you guys coming or are you guys thinking you're going?
We're gonna go down to the crypt real quick.
Okay. You're stuck. Did you follow us from the Mackay mansion? Just want to go to the room 12.
Yeah, we're gonna move on.
Who stays in here?
We are right here.
We are right here.
Okay.
Heard Mackay building.
The scriptures. Oh my gosh. They're talking to us again about the scriptures of the Mackay building.
We're getting some crazy responses coming through that box. I can just feel the energy. I'm getting goosebumps all over my arms.
You're in here.
You okay?
Really, it's hot up here.
You're going to.
Stop talking to us.
Okay, I got it. I'm out of here. Somebody's kind of like pushing me out of this room. And it's laughing too.
Something's around the corner.
I think we should leave.
Do you want us to leave?
Stay here, it said.
Why do you want us to stay here? Dude, I'm getting freaking goosebumps, man. We need to leave? Is that what it said?
That's what I'm saying. We need to. I'm telling you, we need to leave. Don't listen to the box. We gotta go, bro. Send that key.
I heard that.
There's a gentleman behind you. Did you hear that?
Oh my god.
You're ignoring me. Oh, man, I gotta get out of here. Oh, I'm getting sick. I started feeling like I needed to get out of that room. So we're going downstairs and I just start getting like really sick. And I had to get out of the Washoe Club. What's the matter here? Don't open up the door. I gotta get out of here. I'm feeling sick.
Rocky started feeling sick.
Rocky had to go ground himself outside and regather himself, and we head back in. So there's this haunted doll in a rocking chair. Now Bet, earlier on the walkthrough, told us that if you walk on certain boards, the rocking chair will start moving.
Are you able to move the doll?
Oh my
You see that?
gosh.
No one was filming it.
I am filming.
Oh, you
I
guys
am filming it.
Okay, stay on the doll.
I know. I want a good close shot on that. Don't move that. My back.
That's what
She
happened.
said before that like people, if they're walking around certain areas, it can move the doll.
But we're
But
staying
we're being
perfectly
completely
still.
Yeah.
so
It's really cold in front of me now.
The doll still moved on its own, and none of us were moving.
Oh my
You see that?
gosh.
no one was filming it.
I am filming.
Oh, you
I am filming it.
stay on the doll.
I want a good close shot on that. Don't move that.
Whoa,
my
did you see that?
gosh.
No one was filming it.
I am filming it.
I am
Yeah.
filming it.
Stay on the doll.
Stay on the doll.
I want a good close shot on that. Don't move that. Great job. Thank you so much.
We're here, but like nobody's moving. Everyone's being completely
Yeah,
still.
nobody's even
Yeah.
shifting their weight. You would hear the boards creak if we were.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
There's no wind either.
Yeah. Well,
What? I mean, that's barely moving though.
We packed up and we headed back to Modesto, California.
In the last 5 years that we've been filming Chill Seekers, I have to say this is the most amazing season. But we didn't do it alone. We have a lot of people that we would like to thank. So we first want to give a very special thank you to Dana and Milan and all the staff here at Daydreams and Nightmares.
Next, we want to thank Steve Huff and Debbie at huffparanormal.com.
We'd also like to thank JJ Paranormal with Jeff and Jamie.
We also would like to thank Nick Groff and the Nick Groff Tour for having us aboard the Queen Mary.
Another special thanks to the Preston Castle team.
We would like to thank Kristen Lee and everyone at the Bel Air House in Bel Air, Ohio.
And thank you to Lisa and Cody for joining us on our Preston Castle adventure. To Ranger Steve, thank you so much for your insight, your amazing tour, and for teaching me how to dance.
Big thanks to Zach, Haley, and Brett from Afterlife Explorations.
And the entire Wyatt family, we appreciate you letting us into your home to help you find out the answers that you're looking for.
I want to give a thanks to everyone from Paranormal West that joined us on our Allensworth investigation.
And thank you to Tiger's Blood Social Club for the amazing tattoos.
Thank you to everyone in the ITC Collective.
And thank you to all our families, our friends, our viewers, our fans. This is what makes us go. We will be doing it over and over again for you guys. And we really love the feedback and we love the support. Thank you so much.
We'll see you next summer.
Next summer! Woo! Bye.